Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're doing well as I always do. I just want to make sure, you can hear me perfectly fine, so that's good. So as always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor, where are we? 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, as you can see from this diagram up here, along with Admiral and Umbro West Ham colour inspired, so basically claret and blue track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting will be donated directly to Iron Supporting Food Banks, a charity I'm asking you guys to make some support to. So guys, give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I just got a sort of lighting issue out, which I didn't realise I had to do. So there we go, all sorted. Good. Time to get a cracking. Right, so let's talk about the team sheet as always. In goal, basically there's only one change in the team sheet, which is basically Johnson's come in for Fornals, which looks like we're going to go. Looks like we're going for a 3-3-2. Looks like we're going to go for a 3-4-3, like I predicted, or maybe a 3-2-3. Well, I don't know. It's difficult, but anyway, Fabianski in goal. Soufal, Balbuena, Ogbonna, Creswell, Rice, Souček, Bowen, Noble, Johnson, and Allaire. On the bench is Yarmolenko, Benrahma, Lanzini, Snodgrass, Dawson, Fornals, Diop, Fredericks, and Randolph. For Brighton, they have Sanchez, White, Dunk, Webster, March, Bissouma, Lallana, Byrne, Trossard, Mopé, and Welbeck up front. So Welbeck and Mopé up front. It's going to be interesting. McAllister, Grube, Janhan Sabash, I think you pronounce that. I have no idea. Alzati still proper. Zakiri, Bernardo, and Veltman on the bench. So, Daniel, good afternoon, mate. What's your prediction? I'm thinking a draw. I'm genuinely thinking a draw out of this. Robin, welcome. You reckon this West Ham going to win 2-1? I'll take that all day long, mate. Honest, I really would. I see a draw on this. I genuinely do. But first and foremost, guys, wow, looks like it's absolutely teeming down there in London, which is totally understandable, to be honest with you. Unless that was just some sheaf going over the camera. But anyway, guys, I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I am so glad that my stomach issue is settled. I really do. I'm so glad, because I've been able to get back doing everything that I like to do. You know, fortunately, it only lasted a day and a half, so it was good. So, and yeah, Merry Christmas to you too, mate. Technically, Christmas is over because Boxing Day was yesterday, even though this is usually the Boxing Day fiction now, of course. Of course, we've got, on Tuesday we're playing Southampton away, so there's very tight schedule for this week. Very tight schedule for this week. So, you know, we just got to really have, good, I'm glad you did, Daniel. You know, it's very tight. Very tight schedule, and of course, once this game is over, I'll be recording the preview for the Southampton as well. I'm literally going to try and put this up as quickly as possible because we play Tuesday evening. So it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be a tricky one. So the team sheets are, the formations are coming through now by the looks of it. So yeah. So guys, give me your thoughts for those that are watching. As I thought, it was a back three with Balbuena, Ogbonna, and Creswell. So it looks like it's gonna be Soufal, Rice, Noble, Souček, and Rice. So it's a 3-5-2 or 3-5-1-1. I'm guessing with I'm guessing we're going to be having Bowen sitting behind Allaire by the looks of it. No, 3-5-2. 3-5-2. So it's a bit of a tricky one. Personally, I genuinely think he should have gone for the formation that I suggested, which is just having a 3-4-3. But that's the way that it is. Brighton have gone for exactly the same formation I predicted, a 3-4-2-1 by the looks of things. Just have a look. So, yep, 4 at the back with White, Dunk, Webster, and Byrne. And 4, yep, Trossard, Bissouma, Lallana, and March. Newell, Mopé, and Welbeck up front. So, yeah. Chad, good afternoon, mate. I'm saying good evening. I'm used to doing the evening ones. Good afternoon, mate, to all. Get a late goal. So 4-4-2 actually. It's weird. Everything I was reading showing they were going for a 3-4-2-1 formation, but yeah, 4-4-2, totally understandable. And it would be typical that you change the formation for us because they played 4-2-3-1 for every single fixture so far this season. So yeah, it's interesting. It's gonna be. I'm nervous. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm nervous. I'm very, very nervous. I'm more nervous for my stomach. Paul John, welcome back, Gooner, mate. Bet you're glad with the 3-0 victory over Chelsea yesterday. He reckons 1-1 today. So, but yeah, it's I'm nervous, very, very nervous. Unfortunately, guys, we've had a few people unsubscribe over the last few days. So we're back under 1730. It always seem to be having issues with people unsubscribing when I'm keeping everybody updated. Surely, when I keep everybody updated, what's going on, people should be subscribing, but they're not. They're leaving. But that's the way. It's the way it goes, unfortunately. So we've only got 3 people watching at the minute, which is a bit of a shame. So 4 people, new one. But you know, it's the way it goes, unfortunately. But this is the home of the watch along. I was the first channel to do it. Leicester away 2 seasons ago. Last game of the season was the first time I did it, and I've been doing every away game since. And now, obviously, with lockdown, been doing the home games as well. But yeah, it looks like the game's going to kick off in any second now, which is good news. Robin, I'm not even going to answer that question. It's pretty obvious. And there we go. Game's kicking off. Right, it's okay. So a bit of header ball as usual. LA getting into the thick of things, but Brighton keeping possession from the kickoff. And good challenge from Balbuena, and it goes out for a Brighton throw-in. Paul says, "Yeah, it was nice to win and nice to win and great performance. So happy. Yeah, good. I'm glad, mate. I'm good. Ish. Ish. I was hoping you guys are going to go down this season. No, I'm joking, but yeah." Vuitton says, "Bro, West Ham need to win. Don't need to at this stage of the season. It'd be nice, of course. Everybody wants to win. Doesn't mean we need it. We're all right for the minute. We're still, we're 10th in the table. It's not difficult. All right, so let's have a look at what's going on here at the minute. Oh God, I hate. No, this is why I don't watch Sky, but I try and keep it as up to date for you as quick as possible. So Webster through to Stunk, I think that is. Trying to find Welbeck. Welbeck with the first shot of game when it goes well over the bar. So come on, guys, give me your thoughts on this. I know there's only a handful of people watching, but come on, give me your thoughts. All right, new thing. First goal scorer. Who do you guys think is going to score the first goal? Oh yeah, Ogbonna kind of not really giving his not really holding him down all that much. Not really tracking him much. But he started every single game so far, Ogbonna. Every single game. And I guarantee you probably start on Tuesday as well, for that matter. So Fabianski with the goal kick. Finding a lair, but as usual gets out jumped. Creswell. Johnson. Allaire. A little bit tentative play from both sides by the looks of things. Paul says, "I heard you nearly got Welbeck." What you mean, as in signed him? No. He's been linked with us for like 10 windows. It's never been a sealed deal. Never has been. Never will be. That's one thing I hate about rumours. And of course, in 4 days' time, it's all hell's going to break loose because that's when the transfer window opens, isn't it? Well, 5 days really. So quite reserved football from West Ham, just as Brighton is playing it around at the back there. And now Webster's on the charge. Just still flitting about with it. Noble standing around not doing much. Ball through. Rice. It's a corner to Brighton. Paul says, Welbeck to score first in the first half and West Ham to score in the second half. It could well be. It could well be, mate. Could well be. You've seen the replay there of Mopay. Mopay was the player we were very heavily linked with in the summer, but of course, because it's heavily linked, it was nothing more than that. So I'm not really sure what Brighton are doing with two players trying to take the corner. Not really sure. Header from Balbuena, straight to Mopay. Now, Ben White, very, very talented player who's on loan with from Leeds. Very good player. And it goes out for a Brighton throw-in by the looks of it. It was quite interesting reading the other day that Potter was paid around about the same amount of money as Moyes. Very, 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 very interesting. Soufal with the throw-in. And Allardyce header football from both teams as usual. And ball rolled back to the Brighton goalkeeper. Balbuena. Rice. But yeah. Bowen trying to find Soufal but doesn't really manage it, unfortunately. So yeah, there's not really much to talk about. There's no real tempo from either side. Ben, hello mate. Welcome back to the channel. I ain't seen you for a little while. I am feeling better. Thank you very much. Yeah, bad stomach bug. No idea why, but as usual, as I'm not drinking today, mate. I'm not having any alcohol. I'm just having mineral water just to make sure everything's been alright for the last couple of days. I just don't want to risk it. But I hope you're alright, Ben, and I hope you've had a good Christmas, mate. The Balbuena. We foul, but unfortunately gets intercepted. Nobody pressing at all. No press whatsoever. We're going to struggle against Southampton on Tuesday if we don't do something about a press. We really don't. We're really not going to do anything. We're going to have a terrible time. It goes out for a Brighton throw-in. So, yeah, goal kick. So, yeah, it's a bit weird watching football this weekend, isn't it? It really is a bit weird. Yeah, it's a bit of a, I don't know, it's a weird feeling, isn't it? It's a weird feeling today. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been a lot of football over today and obviously yesterday and tomorrow and Tuesday. You know, we've got two weeks worth of football in 3-4 days. But yeah, you know, there's not much to talk about at the moment because I'm trying to watch it. But there's nothing really to talk about. I mean, it's loads of misplaced passes. Nobody seems to be doing anything. You guys aren't talking, which makes it a little bit trickier. But I'm sure, you know, it's difficult because, you know, we're trying to watch the game, but we're seeing more of David Moyes and the surrounding pitch than we are of the actual game as it stands at the moment. This is what I hate about football games, man, because the directors, they just don't emphasise on what's going on. That's why I hate watching football on telly. I want to watch what's going on the pitch, not what the director wants me to watch. Allaire. Soufal. Ooh, nice ball over to Soufal from Souček. Very nice ball. Lallana putting it out for a corner. Just waking up a little bit now. Just exactly as I said it. Commentators curse like, but just a little bit. what we got on going on here? So Bowen taking the corner. Over to Soufal. Keeps it in. Well kept in. Very good play from him. Noble with, I'm not exactly sure what the hell he was trying to do, but finds Bowen somehow. Rice. Deflection. Yet another corner. Ben, you're absolutely right, mate. First bit of attacking play. I wouldn't say it's that attacking. It's very, very casual at the minute. It's, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad so far. I mean, it's been a long 9 minutes, that's for sure. As usual, my clock is 2 seconds ahead of Sky because their person is lazy. Bowen with the corner again. Not the best of balls. Goes out for another corner. Good. Are we going to say anything? Are we going to have any style of play? Anything at all? Corner in. Rice. Creswell. Soufal. Cleared out by Brighton. Pay on the ball now. Noble in blitz. Oh, nice try. Nice try to find Ogbonna then. Very nice try. But yeah, Rice with a very good block. Noble a little bit too slow on that ball, as is Allaire. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's not much. Bowen's the only one that really trying to do anything. Stop zonal marking, West Ham. Honestly, don't get to your marks and then start defending. Well done, Jared. Very good play from him. Only one that tracked him. The only one. It's unbelievable, that. Absolutely unbelievable. Only one that was tracking him. It was a very, very casual game at the minute. Very, very casual. March is a player we need to watch. He's very, very tricky. Very, very tricky. Of course, guys, I hope I'm going to see you on Tuesday evening for the Southampton away watch along. It'd be nice to have you guys with us. It's on Amazon Prime as well, so I'll be able to tell you before you're telling me, like it normally is. So Ben White, Webster, Johnson. Out and out for Brighton throwing. Not really sure what Ben Johnson was trying to do there, to be honest. I mean, I was obviously trying to clear the ball, but I don't really think he found his mark properly with Allaire yet. I mean, it's better to say it's been a long it's been a long 12 minutes, man. It really, really has. It's just a weird feeling watching this game. TSC, welcome, mate. Noble is playing well, I think you mean there, mate. He's not as fully awake as I was expecting him to be to a few things, but he is getting involved, mate. He is getting involved. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you had a good Christmas as well. Noble with the throw-in. That's right. Creswell with the throw-in to Noble, I should say. Rice. Ogbonna. Trying to find Johnson, but I don't know how he thought he was able to get the ball right through Dunk. Come on, West Ham, do something. Attack the ball more. I know it's early days, but come on, it's too casual. This is like watching a training game at the moment. It really is. It's really like watching a training game. Nobody's really going for Brighton. Brighton aren't really going for it themselves. They're just tracking a few places. TSC says, hopefully Brighton don't score another handball goal. Just nobody tracking the ball. Just nobody seems bothered. Nobody seems bothered. Apart from Bowen and and Socak and Sufal, really. Nobody else seems bothered. I mean, nobody's up there with Jaron at all. No one's there. Absolutely nobody's there. Well, I know, all right. There's an argument, as I said, about the fixture congestion and stuff, but it's an excuse, man. I'm sorry, but they've had an extra day to rest, as far as I'm concerned. All right, they'll lose a day for playing in 2 days' time, but still, she's got a corner again. Short to Noble. Too foul. Creswell hooking it in. Bowen connects and nice try, nice try. This just has no feel of a Christmas weekend game at all. No feel of a Christmas weekend game. Absolutely. I mean, granted, half the players were offside when the ball came in, but still, no one trying to support Bowen. Nobody trying to give him options. It's ridiculous. I mean, nobody doubling up trying to get the ball. And the only one in the Brighton half at the moment is just literally Noble, Allaire, and Bowen. And now Creswell. It's just nobody. Everyone's just jogging. Just show some fight. We're going to concede if we keep going on this way. We're really going to concede. I mean, it's all right. Brighton aren't exactly playing very intense football either, for that matter. But still, there's it's just, I don't know. It's too casual. I was expecting a bit more fight than this. Really was. From both sides, to be fair. Just absolute both sides. But it's just, I don't know. It's hard to quantify it. I know a lot of people have been losing their shit over the team sheet, and quite rightly so to a degree. But this is just mental. This doesn't feel like a Premier League game at all. It really doesn't. I mean, guys, give me your thoughts on how you thought the last 15 minutes have been. But it just doesn't feel right. It really doesn't feel right. I mean, Neville's saying that we're pushing Brighton back, but it doesn't look like it. We're giving them all the space in the world. I mean, look at this. Look, it's ridiculous. He says, I've always wondered why Fabianski rubs the grass and crosses his heart when he enters the pitch. It's a superstition thing, mate. He doesn't rub it. He picks a grass up and kisses it like that. It's a superstition thing. It's for good luck, apparently. Nobody going for the ball. Drossard taking his time. Lallana. Put ball over to March. Good ball in from him. And that was the goal I thought we were going to concede then. I genuinely thought that. Perfect ball from March. Absolutely perfect ball. Yeah, exactly, Paul. Pretty bore. It is boring. That should have been 1-0 to Brighton then. It really, really should have been. Beautiful ball from March. Welbeck screwed it. Ogbonna screwed it. Thank you, Paul. The neutral watching this game, because I'm sitting here trying to keep you guys entertained. And there's nothing to talk about. It's just, like I said, it's a training game. Nice ball over to Sufal once again, but it gets intercepted by March. Been awarded a free kick, but for some reason I can't really see why. I don't think Sufal did all that much against March, to be fair, but you can hear someone shouting forward. TSC, can you go a month without mentioning that game? Come on. That's it. Oggs, hold him. Hold him. Perfect. That's better. Rice. So Creswell through to Johnson. Trying to find an air, but gets intercepted. But Socek on the ball. Balbuena. Sofal. Noble. Back to Sufal. Back to Balbuena. Who hoops it long, trying to find Bowen, but he's massively impeded. Ugh. Now Creswell's on the ball. Running. Trying to wake things up by the looks of things. Rice. Creswell. Rice. Socek. Balbuena. Noble. Balbuena. Ogbonna. Rice. Johnson. Sufal. Ogbonna. Creswell. Nice ball. Nice ball. A little bit too heavy, but nice ball. TSC says, I swear we are really going to go the whole season without a penalty. Well, we're only halfway through so far. Anything's possible between now and the end of May, mate. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Do you know what? There's an episode of Simpsons years ago, where Major League Football, I think it's Spanish football, I think it is, goes to America, and it's played at the Springfield Stadium, and you've got the commentators trying to talk about the game. It's just like going past to him, and this is what it's like. It's whereas you got the Spanish commentator going, Bisuma to Lana to March. It's just there's just nothing to say. There's just absolutely nothing to say with this, and this is the problem about doing watch-alongs all the time, is you get games where you've just got absolutely frickle to talk about. There's no tempo. I mean, even Brighton aren't doing all that much with it, to be fair. I mean, let's have a look at the stats. Yeah, they've had 64% possession in 21 and a half minutes. So you foul on March. I really want to start playing a game with you guys while this game's going on, but I can't think of anything, because we can't do I Spy, because I can't see you, and all you can see is my background. Paul, we can't. I know you're fixated on that heffalump, but nah, man, nah. Welbeck trying it and still not happening. Right, so January transfer window, right? It's coming up in 5 days. Opens in 5 days. New Brexit rules, because we now have officially left. Well, struck a deal with the EU. Yes, it's a bit shaky on certain aspects, but from a footballing point of view, it's going to improve in the long term. It's going to. Thanks to ESC, cheers for that. Yeah, you know, it's going to improve football long term, because it's going to emphasize on more homegrown talent. It's going to emphasize more on bringing through youngsters. It's going to from up lower leagues. Clubs can still sign international players at an under 18 level. There's just going to be more stringent things on it. There's going to be more heavier regulations on managers, as we talked about the other week, about international managers have to be managing for 3 out of 5 seasons at the top flight in their respective leagues. Thank you, Mikey. That's exact Mikey Antonio. That absolutely summing up exactly as we're all feeling. He's been at the brasserie in Stratford. But yeah, you know, I do generally think it's going to improve things in the long term. I do genuinely think. It's going to lose a lot of FIFA fans because there's a very good chance we're going to lose those international lovelies that everybody wants to see. Just as Rice boots it through over to Johnson, bit better play now. Johnson booting in, and it goes out for a goal kick. But yeah. It's not a bad point there, Paul. Let's talk about it because there's fuck all else at the minute. As things stand now, we're 11 points from where Fulham are, and we're 9 points from top. So I'm not bothered about where we are in January. As it stands now, I'm not bothered. Reason being, mate, is because at the end of the day, we are a lot higher up than we normally are. Yes, right. If we lose a couple of games, we could get dragged back in it. Of course, I mean that always happens. But if we play attacking football, which we're not at the minute, but you know we need to be picking up the pace. The club needs to be picking up the pace. We need to have a bit of fight, a bit of impetus. But yeah, when you get into the top 10, mate, we'll talk about it, Paul. Yeah. Good evening, Darren. Hope you're all right, mate. Hope you've all had a very good Christmas. I'll tell you, see, I'm not even reading that out, man. I know it's up on the screen, but come on. I know there's not much to talk about as it stands at the minute, guys, but come on, come on, TSC. Have you done your checklist yet? Because you made the Roberto joke. You haven't mentioned you've mentioned Astragugu. You haven't mentioned Millwall yet. So that's the checklist of things to talk about. Yeah. So corner to Brighton. Ball in. Very good save from Fabianski there. Very good save. Nice header from Trossard, to be fair, but Fabianski was well alert to it. Little bit of a deflection on its way in, by no. No, Webster, sorry. I thought it was Webster, sorry. Yeah, very good. Ben says, need our snowman back. What snowman? Do you mean the elf hat I was wearing? Where is it? Actually, I don't know where it's gone. I generally don't know. Oh, there it is. That. Is that what you on about? Yeah? Want this back? Paul says, I would like West Ham to aim for a Europa League spot. Unlikely as it sounds, but you need to win games like this. Yes, we do need. We haven't beaten them in 6 fixtures. We haven't beaten them since we were in the Championship. That's how irritating this fixture is, and this is why a lot of people were melting down. Ooh. They're coming at us, Brighton. They're absolutely coming at us. They don't like it. They don't like it up them. They don't like it up them. Let me just sort the lighting out of it more. Get a bit more like that. Yeah. That's a bit overexposed now. Ben. Looks like Ben's watching an even later stream than what I've got. Paul says Arsenal will be above you soon. I have no doubt about that. Well, you never know, mate. You never know. Of course it will, but you never know. So again, corner to Brighton from the other side of the pitch this time round. Ball in. Easily cleared. by Balbuena as always. Nice little introduction to Rice. They're really good little interception, I should say, not introduction. Very good. Go on, son. It's our ball, isn't it? It's our ball. How was that a Brighton throw-in? You're about a week ahead, Ben, because he's still on the sidelines, mate. Hello, David. Hello, Amanda. Even though you guys aren't contributing to the conversation yet. Well, to be fair, Dave, there's not much to talk about. Rice, Bowen. Yeah, even now, Neville's now saying what I was saying. Neville's now saying what I was saying, that we look lethargic. It's just we don't look lethargic. We just don't look bothered. And now, yeah, exactly. So I said something doesn't feel right. Guys can rewind this after this broadcast is done. But you can rewind it. Because Neville's exactly just said what I've been saying. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right watching West Ham like this. It doesn't feel right. TSC, your game's always an hour behind, mate. I'm always well ahead of you. That's what I know with the jokes you come in every single time. Darren's 2 minutes behind us. He always is. Understandable, mate. Given the fact that how late it is early over there. But I know you like these relatively early kickoffs, so you can get and join in some of the conversation before you guys go to sleep. So yeah, both teams aren't playing to their full potential at all. Really not. They're really, really not. But guys, I'm hoping you're hoping you're enjoying the. Do you know, ever since I've introduced this clock, right? No one's come in. No one has come in and said, right, where are you? What's the score? What time is it? You know, what's the time of the score? It's do you know what I mean? It's which is a bit of a shame, really. But yeah, I mean, there's Downstairs' commentator is Russian. I'm sure he's talking quite quickly, mate. Yeah. Mark, you're absolutely good evening, mate. Welcome. Gina, hope you're alright. But Mark, you're absolutely right. This is like watching paint dry. It's been very, very difficult to talk about this game. And TSC saying everyone else is watching West Ham Fan TV. No, they're not, because they'll be watching Hammer's chat. They'll be watching the West Ham Way one as well. Go on, Ben. Darren says Sufal looks lively. He does. I'm so sorry to hear that, Sheena. I really am sorry to hear that. I hope you're all okay. I know what it's like to have a death in the family over Christmas. So I my sincere, I should say, condolences to you and your family. I really genuinely do, because I know what it's like, and especially for your son as well, for that matter. I am terribly sorry to see that, and I'm sure everybody else will give their condolences as well. March is on the march. This is gonna be Fulham. This is gonna be the Fulham game. It really is. It's Fulham Southampton. It really is gonna be the Fulham game. TSC, watch your spelling, mate. That's not how you spell peace in that context. Can't believe it's 35 minutes in and I feel like we've been sitting here for 2 hours. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But even with Byrne misplacing that game, is misplacing the ball. Then Bowen should have been all over it and didn't understand what was going on with it. Mark says, "Can anyone understand the team he chose for the day?" Mark, I can, to be honest with you. Reason being is because we've got Southampton on Tuesday for one, and Moyes is stubborn. That's about the only thing I can figure out. Maybe Ben Rama had a bit of a knock after the game. I don't against Palace, which is which is why he's had the decisions he's been doing. I don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know. So against Chelsea, I should say, against Chelsea. Sophie, and welcome back, mate. Merry Christmas to you. It is Dross. But I generally think because we've got 2 games in 3 days for one, it's set up not to lose, unfortunately. You're probably right, Mark. You're probably right. If he does, well, I know all hell will break loose out of the snowflakes that just love to have a meltdown straight away. You've got to look at the bigger picture, but at the same point, I genuinely think he's proven a point to the owners. Because we need reinforcements. Lanzini isn't fit enough yet. Benrahma possibly isn't fit enough yet. Snodgrass, can't rely on Snodgrass as much as I love him. You know, Fredericks is pace, but he's no defence. Randolph isn't a good enough goalkeeper, in my opinion. Dawson's a subject that we can go on for months about. As I get the loan for it, you know, potentially that when that kid officially starts on Saturday, the little kid, which we'll talk about on Wednesday, because obviously we didn't do the live chat on Wednesday, last Wednesday. You know, it's the bigger picture. This is what irritates me about football fans overall, right? And this the fickle nature of it is we don't, as a collect. Fabianski just gathering the ball aimed for Welbeck. Then, you've got to look at the bigger picture as a football fan, right? Don't just be isolated on one game. You've got to look at the bigger picture. You've got to look at we all knew at the start of the season how small the squad was. We all know that. We all know that we all know how difficult the December January fixtures can be. You know, there's a lot to take into consideration. This isn't sticking FIFA on, yeah. You play 2 games in the space of 4 hours, and the players are all completely rejuvenated. It doesn't work like that. There's a lot of things you got to take into consideration. Plus a lot of these players, you know, they're not alien to the fact that we're not there, of course, and not alien to the fact that everybody in the whole world is in a really, really tricky situation. There's a lot you got to think about. Sophie says, I predict this to be a smash and grab. They're going to have more of the ball, but they lack finish, so hopefully we can snatch a win. Be nice, mate. Be nice. 3 games in 5 days. I knew this squad would fall apart this time of year. Tia says he's man of the match already. It's super fab. Sofiane is saying Balboa is his man of the match. Sofiane saying don't blame Moyes at all. Not at all. I'm not blaming Moyes. I'm saying that this is the thing. I've not once said this is Moyes, and I'm sure no one else is blaming him. They're asking what's going on, and this is the explanation: is the fact there are so many things you got to take into consideration when it comes to football games. Not just focusing on 90 minutes. There's the massive bigger picture of what players. This is what shows me that you guys haven't been watching my previews, because you wouldn't be coming in saying these stuff, not being rude. But this is the thing: I explain who's injured every single week for every single fixture. I explain who's not available. I explain who's been booked, etc., etc. You know, there's all these things you've got to take into consideration. You've got to take into consideration the fixtures as well, for that matter. You know, we haven't, as I said earlier, we haven't beaten Brighton since we were down in the Championship 9.5 years ago. Yeah, there's a lot of things you've got to take into consideration. Yes, different players, different squad, but the teams will still set up in the same way. There's a lot, there's way more things than people realise. Anyway. Darren, exactly. No Benrahma, Lanzini or Yarmolenko. They must be the most rested players this season. Right, Lanzini just coming back from an injury. Benrahma being broken into the Premier League. Yarmolenko coming back from an injury. This is what I'm talking about, guys. No, I'm not saying you didn't, Sophie. I'm saying the bigger picture here. This is what you guys need to listen about. Sophie said, yeah, this small is so small and that probably no one is fit and we can't risk some players. Agreed. Mark says if he was shuffling the squad, Lanzini, Benrahma and Yarmolenko would be getting starts. They're not, because they're not fit. I'll be very surprised if we see Lanzini start today. Make any more than 10-15 minutes off the bench, because he hasn't been fit for the last 2 games. This is why he's not. You know, this is the thing. Just because they're on the bench doesn't necessarily mean that they're fit enough to play. Gina, it is hard. It is hard to be a manager. TSC put Jason Statham on the pitch, and he will say, "Hold my beer and score." My Larby, welcome. Benrahma needs to stick to the left side. He would do if he was playing. Sofiane says, do you think he'll make subs at half time? I doubt it, mate. I genuinely doubt it. But you never know. You never know. We'll find out in about 10-15 minutes' time. Nice, very good save again from Fabianski there on March's attempt at goal. Very good. To see the replay of it now. Yeah, nobody tracking the ball. Way too easy for way too easy for him. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I mean, we've got a pretty much high press there, but second the ball gets to some of the defenders, half the midfield comes in. What is going on? Neville's literally just said the fans at home must be pulling their hair out watching this. Sofiane says 89th minute, Benrahma sub incoming when we're 3-0 down. I mean, being a manager, you're in an absolutely untenable position, right? You put a side out like this, you get criticised. You put a massively attacking side out on this and say what you put in a heavily attacking side out for. We've got Southampton in 3 days. We've got Everton on the new year. Do you know what I mean? You can't win from people. You just can't win. We don't, I hate to say it, guys, but we do not have a squad fit enough to go for every single team we go against. You know, I know a lot of people are spitting feathers at the minute because of the way that Chelsea lost to Arsenal yesterday. Right, saying how could we lose to that sort of Chelsea? We did. That's what happens. But this is the thing with West Ham. We have too many off days. Oh, Jesus! Okay. Yes, Paul, it is a tag under my arm, mate, because it's from it's on the chair. Where is it? Where are we? Where are we? Yeah. Yeah. It's a good shot from him, to be fair. It's a good shot. But yeah, Shane, you're absolutely right. They did make it look easy. It did make it look easy. Because it was. Quite frankly, it was. It was easy for him. And we're still jogging about. Still jogging about. 1-0 down and just before half time, granted, but still was jogging about. Neville was about to say they've played way too much money then, but they say way too much respect. So there we go. Right, so a lot of things for David Moyes to talk about at half time, guys. A lot of things, an absolute lot of things. It's just honestly, yeah, it's just, guys, it's ridiculous. Yep, Paul, you're absolutely right. Bring on Ben Rama to open the game up, 100%. Right, so I'm gonna need to go and sort some things out, guys. So enjoy the music.
You build out of lies and deception, raising your weapon. Every word you speak dripping with venom. You're playing with fire, preparing for war. I'm ready to settle the score. You're sounding the alarm while I'm trying to remain in the
Apologies for that. I thought there was a bit more music. No, let's turn that noise gold crowd off. Yeah, watch the language, guys, please. Quite frankly. I know we're all angry at the minute, but show some respect to the channel. Yeah, Ben, I hope so. Hope you will. It looks like we're gonna have some. Looks like we're gonna have 2 changes. I'm very surprised at this, but totally understandable. Yeah, Yarmolenko and Lanzini probably coming on for Noble and maybe Allaire. Very interesting. We'll see in a few seconds. But yeah, it's very interesting. It's an interesting one. It's a very interesting one. So where are we? So yep, Noble and Bowen. Don't think Bowen deserved to come off, if I'm honest with you. Really don't. But Brighton have also made a change. Lallana coming off and Alzate or Zati or Elzat, whoever, coming on. Very interesting. So that's what I'm saying. It looks like Lanzini's not fully fit to start a game yet. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Just have some have some perspective. Sorry, I need to restart the clock, didn't I? Second reset. Let me just start in 46th minute. So Welbeck straight away. So yeah, where are we? Come on. So it's usual that it's usual for 2 substitutions at West Ham because it's all the time. I say it every single time. Even if there's games that I'm not watching, you can always tell when we have substitutes 2 at half time. You know it's a shit team. Yeah, TSC can't drink because I'm guessing he's not old enough. The way he says stuff. Suchek now saying he was arguing that he wasn't offside. Just have a look. Are we going to see anything? No, of course not. Why would we? Why would we? We're losing. Why would we see if a decision was made correctly? So Lanzini on the ball now, passing it through to Yarmolenko. Totally understand the decisions to bring these 2 on. So I just don't think Bowen deserved it. To be fair, I think he was one of the few players out there that was really trying to do something. Rice for the ball in. Allaire and header at the goalie. At least he's trying. Now he's down. Nice ball from Rice, to be fair. Yeah, thanks for reminding us of that stat, guys. Thanks very much. Sophie says I spelled Mopé wrong, have I? Yep, sorry. I put it Moopy. Apologies, guys. Where are we? So, let me just fix that. Larby, have you been watching any West Ham games this season? Really? You been watching any games this season? Or you just been showing the usual fan rhetoric of blaming the manager straight away? No, Mark, it wasn't, unfortunately, mate. Because I had a very bad stomach bug. Very bad stomach bug. Sorry, guys, I just had to adjust the lighting then. Yeah, very bad stomach bug. Which righted itself, fortunately, on Christmas Eve, but I couldn't eat anything properly. I'm still not eating properly, if I'm honest with you. I'm just not risking it. It was Christmas Eve, Wednesday, was very, 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 very uncomfortable. But yes, I am all better now, mate. Because otherwise I wouldn't be doing this if I was. TSC, honestly, mate, you need to change your tone, otherwise you're going to be suspended from this channel because I'm getting bored of what you're saying. I genuinely am getting bored. So either have something decent to talk about or not. Yeah. Right. So Foul. Creswell. Rice. Yarmolenko. Creswell. Johnson. Gets fouled. It was not really a foul, but he does block him at the same point. Kane, hello mate, good to see you. That's fine, mate. That's fine. It's all right. You know, we all have lives outside. You know, that's why I wasn't able to do the Wednesday stream, unfortunately. But I hope you've been all right recently, mate. Creswell with a free kick. Yarmolenko. Not the best of saves from the goalkeeper. And yeah, goes out for a goal kick. Yarmolenko, why is he taking him on the outside? He's struggling. If you see from the replay, mate, he struggled with keeping possession of the ball. He was struggling to keep it. But Mark says good pressing. Let's win this 2-1. It could happen. It could happen. Kane, I haven't been good. As I said earlier, I had a really bad stomach bug just before you keyed in. I was saying about it. But I'm all right now, mate. Hence me being able to do this, because Wednesday was a very, very uncomfortable day. Brain Sample, welcome back. I can see West Ham scoring from set piece rather than open play at the moment. Yeah, we're the highest. We were, or we still are. I can't remember which the stats are at the minute, but we were the highest set piece goal scorers so far this season. Sophie and I failed to see your optimism in there, mate, because we're still giving Brighton plenty of time, exactly as we were in the first half. I want to be proven wrong. I genuinely want to be proven wrong. You guys know me well enough. For those who've been following the channel properly for the last year or so, you guys know me well enough to know that I like to be proven wrong on a regular basis. Yeah, it's just a stomach bug, mate, unfortunately. So throw into Brighton. So still Brighton. Still Brighton. Still Brighton. Lanzini should be doing more. Still Brighton. Still Brighton. Still Brighton. This is ridiculous. Come on, make an interception, guys. God. Goal kick from Lanzini. Foul. So Brighton get the ball. Roll straight past Rice, straight past Creswell. Neither try to go for it whatsoever. Nobody pressing the ball down. Nobody pressing. No one going for an interception. Letting them have the ball. Walking around. Lanzini. Rice. Johnson. Lanzini. So lay on the ball. Foul. Oi! Yamalenko being pushed down. What's wrong with you, ref? Blatant penalty there, Sophia. No need for so many question marks, mate, but... it's a push. Can we do, mate? Absolutely. 44% action in the last 10 minutes in Brighton's area, and we've done absolutely fuck all with it. It's just nothing. It's just nothing. There's no tempo. There's no fight. Yes, alright, having creative players like Lanzini and Yarmolenko in there, but what are they doing? What are they doing? Nothing. They're not really going for the ball properly. They're not really pushing for the ball. They're not really showing anything. See ya, Larby. Take care from Old Trafford. You're alright. Sorry, boy. Yeah, really, Sofian? You not noticed that Noble was taken off at half time, apart from the fact I mentioned that in the substitutes? Rice loses the ball. Quite well tackled by Basuma, to be honest with you. Yeah, I know you forgot me. You know, this game has been very forgettable so far. See, Falk. Just come on, just stop dancing around West Ham and do something. It's nothing. There's no fight from West Ham. They're not pushing hard enough. They're not trying. Brighton aren't exactly trying things either, for that matter. They're just not trying it. They're just not. This is just unreal. It's just I just don't understand how it can be this shit, quite frankly. Ben, that's an understatement, mate. That is an absolute understatement. This guy's going through this starting 11 for the Liverpool game now, and quite frankly, they've got more to talk about with that than anyone else. So Johnson, no, sorry, Allaire through to Souček over to Rice, to Foul, Yarmolenko, ball in from Yarma, head up, no, Johnson, 1-0, 1-0. Good lad. It's a great assist from. Finally got something to talk about. Game on. Nice little assist from Lanzini on that. Lying on his arse and still doing something. This is what I was saying about these two needed to come in and started doing something for it. And brilliant. Sofiane, shut up. Game on. Game on. His first goal for West Ham in the Premier League, I think, wasn't it, Johnson? Game on. Brain Sample says West Ham controlling the midfield more in this half. No, it's fighting hard, fighting heavier is nearer the point. You know, it's. I'm a bit I'm happy he scored. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy. I'm just not too enthusiastic about it as a result because at the end of the day, I mean, it's great watching his celebration there. Really loves it. Loves it. And that's what you want to see from players. You want to see that fight and that passion when you score. It's great to see him. I mean, he's all right. It's not exactly hugely full of enthusiasm, but he's happy. Right through to Creswell from Souček, Johnson. Lanzini. If I remember correctly, Johnson was a winger originally. I think. As a kid, he played in the wing position and then was put to defence. Gary Neville having a bit of a rant about people pronouncing Souček. Yarmolenko, nice little 1-2 between him and Lanzini. Over to Johnson again. Through to Creswell. Nice little dinghy. Ball in. Not bad. Allaire didn't even bother. This is it. We're probably starting to open the game up a bit now. Johnson again from Creswell. Through. Headed out. Mark, I thought he was his first senior goal. I thought so. TSC says, you give West Ham a goal, then we actually wake up. That's what it is. Mark, I'll ignore the fact that just as that you would have typed that 3 would have come through on your Sky Sports rather than mine. So I'll ignore that. Creswell with the ball in. On. Johnson again. Johnson. Creswell with the throw in. Yeah, I thought as much, mate. Yeah. You know, nothing slips by me, son. Lanzini. 7 miles away from the right-hand side, but a good idea nonetheless. Good idea nonetheless. Oh dear. There's still not much to talk about. I mean, yes, we're given a bit more of a high press, and I hope that Moyes has gone into him and has literally said to him at the half time, we've got to push, because we're going to get pushed on Tuesday. So try and make something in that. Israel Jones, welcome. He's West Ham because he's a fan of Tevez. Good. Mark says, anyone got a Links Africa set yet? Boyne on the ball. Who fell? Are they on the ball? Not much doing. Kane's got 2. Kane, you either stink or your family's got no imagination. It's one of the two. Oh, nice ball into Lanzini from Yarmolenko then. Hopefully my internet will clear itself up a little bit. A little bit blotchy at the moment, which means now TV's not, the telly's not getting a great. All right, Israel, you made your point. You can see that was going miles away. But your family's not got much imagination, mate. Oh well, a bit of a shame, Ben. That's a bit of a shame for you, Kane. But what happens? It's what happens. We're not playing to the same intensity we were at the start of the second half. It's now getting a bit argy-bargy there by the looks of things. Corner. Short corner. Ball in. Oh, for God's sake. Dunk. Going to VAR, so I'm not putting anything up. I'm not changing it yet. But let's have a look. The Socek headers it straight at him. Straight at him. No. Socek headers the ball straight at Dunk. Watch the replay. Israel, will you talk about the game, please, rather than just trying to give us with trivia? Well, if Rice's one against Sheffield United last season was handball, then that's handball. But that's ball to hand. That's ball to hand. That's not handball. That's not, because you see it as a deflection of Socek. Yeah. Yeah, it's ball to hand. It's not hand to ball. No handball. Yeah. It's the right decision. It's the right decision. The right decision. I hate to say it, but it's the right decision. As I said, if Socek hadn't been trying to header the ball out, it wouldn't have stand. That's what it is, unfortunately, guys. That's what it is. If Socek hadn't tried and headed it out, that wouldn't have gone into his path, and that, right, maybe somebody else might have scored it, but at the same point, you can't rule out. You can't say that's handball for that one. So Rick, I'm afraid, mate, got to recheck your rules on that one, fella. It's off Socek's head. It's directed. It's not directed. It's not directed at He's trying to direct it out, but it unfortunately bounces off his head and goes onto Lewis Dunk's arm. It's a shame. It's a shame. But that's what happens in football, especially when you're not paying attention. Table positions mean absolutely nothing. Said it many, many times. No one in this channel is saying top 6, mate. Nobody has. People that actually genuinely understand West Ham will say top 10. Yarmolenko on the outside of the box. Sufal, and yeah, not the best of attempts from him. I don't think Moyes got the squad wrong. I just don't think he got it right. That's the thing. That's the thing. He's made the right substitutions at the right time. It's the application of the players more than anything else. Paul, you're not the only one, mate. You're not the only one. they've been a real thorn in our sides the last three and a half seasons. They really have been. Mark, you're absolutely right. I said at the start of it, you know, we've got to remember how small our squad is. And I do genuinely think that this is a play to the board saying, look, these are the players you need to be bringing me in. I do genuinely think it is, because it's just not good. It's just not good. But we've always been skint. We've always been skint. We know that. We've always been skint. We've always been skint as a club. It always has been and always will be. They they are going to claim poverty in January, as we all know. Now, I won't be doing the January transfer window video well, next year, next week, because I just can't see any players coming in. I mean, obviously we'd signed that youngster defender, but it looks like even him's going into the under-21s for maybe for a few weeks. I mean, let's not forget that's the same thing that happened with the kid we've all forgotten about, who was supposed to, that Pellegrini brought in. He was supposed to go into the under-21s, then come back into this, and then go into the senior squad. And what's happened to him? Well, nobody knows. As far as I'm concerned, Mark, mate, the only players I believe we are ever linked with are players that we see holding up the shirt or signing the contract. It's really just does my head in. It really, really does. Because it's every Tom, Dick, and Harry as usual. Every single bloody one. So are you, Sofian. Exactly the same. You're exactly the same, mate. So don't criticise what you're doing. You react too quickly. You don't think things through. Remember the conversation we had in the summer? It's like we get any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Oh, he's a great player. Blah 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 blah. But you can give your reaction, but there's differences on how you give your reaction. That's the thing. Like for example, when they equalise, your message in the chat. That's a reaction to it. We all do it. We all do it. You can't criticise what you do yourself. It's called hypocrisy. I don't criticise for people for being reactionary. We'll react in different ways to certain things, but don't criticise what you do yourself. 12 minutes to go, and we've got nothing to play for in this game. We're not coming back from this. We got a free kick here, but we're not coming back from this. We're not coming back from this. I can't, unless we get an absolute wonder strike, which hasn't happened because the chat would have exploded by now. As well. Ain't nothing. I mean, just imagine what would have happened if Glenn Murray hadn't been released by Brighton the other day. Just imagine what would have happened. March back down. It's just so casual. The ball's loose, and everyone's like, I best I'll go and get it then, shall I? It's like, come on, we're 2-1 down with 10 minutes to go. Allow it to Lanzini. Johnson. Ogbonna. Rice. Yarmolenko back to Rice. Back to Yarmolenko again. Neither one wants it, so it goes to Valbuena. Lanzini. Rice. Socek. Yarmolenko. What are you doing? Give him options, guys. Creswell. Lanzini. Rice. Yarmolenko. Johnson. Oh, just stand around. Just watch the ball, West Ham. Just watch the ball. Yeah, just watch the ball. Creswell. What's going to happen here? What's going to happen here? Ball in. Socek! What did I say? What did I say? We are the set piece kings at the minute. It's just a little bit of space. That's all he needed. All he needed. Let's have a look at the replay. Where are we? Yeah. Represent, I suppose, from one point of view, for the fact that Socek headed the ball straight at Dunk when he was trying to clear it, I guess. But Welbeck for Gross. So we need to just build on that. We need to start pressing again like we were before and after we scored last time. So we just need to start pressing. Really go for it, West Ham. Come on. Be alive. Do something. Have a bit of fight there. Why is nobody helping out Lanzini? Jesus. Ooh, that was close. Oh. I said at the start, I'll take a point. Not under this circumstance, but I'd take the point. And I stand by that. I do generally stand by that. It is worrying the way we. Kane says Souček over Allaire when it comes to scoring. Not really, mate. Because if I remember correctly, Allaire's still our top scorer. If I remember correctly. Evergoozy, where are we? Top scorers. Souček's on 4 goals, so equal with Bowen. But yeah, Allaire is in all competitions. Allaire, but yes, Premier League goals, then yes. But yeah, he certainly got himself in the right position there. Definitely in a better position than Allaire should have been. If I'm honest with you. Allaire getting a naughty little tackle, just as so Creswell's going to take the free kick. Creswell takes. Rice to no one. Allaire. Oh, well blocked there. Lanzini. No. They're bunching up massively. Oh, come on, Allaire. You could have done better than that. Now Brighton on the counter-attack. It was a good tackle from Ogbonna. Close to a foul, but a good tackle. Mark, I agree with you. Mark says he wishes Allaire was a bit more physical. Completely agreed. Completely agreed. He needs to up his game. Nicky's been saying it for weeks. If not months, in fact. Even the start of last season, he was saying he needs to be more physical. More physical and more selfish. I remember if I remember correctly, was Nicky's terms from West Ham Fan TV. So yeah, we could see maybe Benrahma coming on the next few minutes, but I can't see it. Unless there's like 7 or 8 minutes of extra time, then I can't see him. There's no point bringing him on. Absolutely no point. Because we're not going to get anything further out of this. We're not. We're just not. Not in that short space of time. We're really not. All right, guys. So we kind of half jokingly said it about halfway through the first half. Coming up to the full 8 minute now. What's your man of the match? If there is one, quite frankly. Take the goal scorers out of the equation. Not take it. Not out of the equation is the wrong way of saying it, but don't have your man of the match influenced by the goal scorers. Let me put it that way. Because I hate seeing a player who's been absolutely dog shit for most of the game score a couple of goals and then all of a sudden he's man of the match. That irritates the hell out of me. That's reactionary. For me personally, I've got to say Fabianski. I've got to say Fabianski is my man of the match because he's made some absolutely terrific saves. I can't think of anybody really that's played better throughout the whole 90. Yeah, exactly, Mark. They've all been dog shit, but I can't think of anybody that's played for the 90 minutes that's played better than Balbuena or Fabianski. I can't. I genuinely can't. Hang on. Thought that rule wasn't coming in till next week. Oh no, because they've only done 2, haven't they? So yeah. Mark, I'm not asking you to give me one, son. I'm just asking you for the man of the match. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. I genuinely couldn't resist that one. 4 minutes of added time. Yeah, it does work now. Don't know what that little boffin did, but it didn't work before. It's now working. So, guys, I do apologise on the West Ham's behalf that this hasn't been exactly the most enthralling of games to watch, and it hasn't been the most enthralling of conversations either. So from my point of view, I do apologise for that, but we obviously try and keep it as light-hearted as possible. And obviously, there are some people that don't help that cause, but you know, guys, it's you guys mean the absolute world to me. You really do. If I wasn't engaging with you guys on the regular basis that we are, I wouldn't be doing this as frequently as I normally am. Because you guys make this channel. I've said it every single time, and I just want to thank every single person, each and every one of you. A lot of you are new to the channel this year. Some of you have been with the channel right from the start of when I rebranded it as my own personal West Ham channel rather than just having it as me. But guys, I do genuinely want to say thank you to each and every single one of you that are watching this live and that are watching the replay as well. Thank you very much for all your support over the last 12 months, or even over the last 9 months, really. You've made this year very, very tolerable and a lot less depressing than it should be. A lot less depressing because you guys are fantastic. So if you're new to the channel, because I've seen the numbers have been fluctuating a little bit, and there's been a few new viewers in here. So if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, and like the video if you've been this live stream if you've been doing it enjoying it as well. You guys have kept me very entertained, and I've kept you very entertained over the last year. So just to give you a recap before the end of the game, once this game finishes, I'll be shooting the preview for the Southampton game. I've got all my notes ready to go already. It does. Unfortunately, Rick, if you're still here, and any other Patreon watching this replay, you won't have advanced access to it as usual because obviously the game's I want people to watch it today and tomorrow before Tuesday. In fact, tomorrow and Tuesday, I should say, because I keep forgetting today's Sunday. So I want people to be able to watch that. So, you know, it's, and then we'll obviously have the Monday night, Monday at 7 o'clock. We will be doing the Fantasy League transfer roundup. That'll be done at lunch. That'll be done at lunchtime on Monday. Lunchtime tomorrow. And then Tuesday we'll have the live watch along of the Southampton game. Wednesday we'll have the live chat, and and then Thursday that's when the previews will be available for the New Year game against Everton. So a lot coming in, a lot of things coming in at the minute, guys. Creswell with a free kick. And now there we go. So full time. Full time's disappeared. Where are we? Hang on. Where are we? Full time's text. Yeah. Why is that white? Well, it shouldn't be white. It should be black. Where are we? Bring that down. Yeah. There we go. So you guys can read it now. But thank you very much for your time, guys. As I said, I'm going to go now and I'm going to go and record the Southampton preview. So keep an eye out for that. That'll be up in the next couple of hours. Not the best of games, as I said. Chance wasted from one point of view. I know Moyes would be happy with the point, and I'm happy with the point. I'm not happy with the performance in any shape or form. Really not happy with the performance. It should have been a lot more tempo. Should have been a lot more fight. But very happy for Ben Johnson to be on the score sheet. Very, very happy that Souček's righted the wrong that he did, albeit it was his mistake. But as I say, guys, thank you very, very much for your time. Enjoy the. Oh, there's a lot of hyperbole crap coming out from the telly now. So yeah, it's just guys, thank you very, very much for your time, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And yeah, see you soon.